How's it going today, ladies and gentlemen? It is that one guy back at it again with some more Platinum Star City, a one-shot episode. We are a little behind because of technical difficulties, but we're here. We made it, and we are going to be excited to do a nice little one-shot because not everyone was able to make it today, so we're just going to do a nice little history one-shot of the world of the Platinum Star. Our lovely players able to join us today is Bilbo Baggins. I made a reference to the fact that he's not using his reactive, he has his
I
character's
know.
reactive.
He's so out of place. I love him.
Literally way out of fucking place.
It's the character that he's gonna be playing as, so he wanted as reactive, so it's there, you get to see it. We have Kojiro, we have Sass, we have I, and we have Rach, all here to join us for this lovely one-shot. If Valisk hops in last minute, we will gladly accept them, because the more the merrier. So, we're gonna be...
We draw the line at 8 people, guys.
We draw the line at 8. To be fair, my biggest DM I have ever done in a table setting was 10 people. It was at 8, but we had 2 guests at the time, but I still enjoyed them, having them on, and it was a fun little time.
Okay.
It is hard to wrangle that many people in, though. Don't get me wrong. It was not easy, but at the same time, it was still fun.
We have issues with how many people we have now because we get tangent times.
Oh yeah, tons of it. But it's part of the game, part of the whole experience. But we're gonna, because we're behind, gonna just do a quick run. I do not have an intro for this one because it is not the original Platinum Star, so these are not gonna be our original characters. Nope. We are going to be going back in time. In fact,
Back it up.
to, as you can see in the map, everything is different. Magic is at a rise. The Platinum Star City, nothing but plateaus and hilltops. Swampy lands to the southwest are rich with ore, mana, and life. And magic, the power and those that possess it, are at an all-time high. It is here in this setting that people are led to believe that it is a peaceful nation. A continent run by 2 kingdoms, the mortals and the dragons. The Draconic Kingdom to the south. One place ruled over a massive withspan of volcanic mountains, not as untamed thanks to the arcane blanket that is growing. A destination spots for those that wish to have some nicely heated saunas or hot springs to visit. And where the powerhouse Ancient Ones, 5 chromatic ancient dragons that lead the Draconic Kingdom, reside. As every other nation are simply enjoying these times of peace as people are able to come and go as they please. The realms are not closed off, but access is still only available to those with magical means. Fays move in and out of the mortal realm at their own leisure. And there is a excitement in the air of the possibilities that this new magic has for its people. But I'm going to take you elsewhere. In the southern Draconic Kingdom, we move through the busy city streets, down to a black spot, prison holding area. It is here, in this darkened place, that the guards are moving between the hallways of prison cells. And although we're at a time of thought peace, the cells are not empty. All cells have individuals, some ruffians, some thieves. But we are going to zoom in on someone that's doesn't seem to be either. A group of individuals, well dressed but recently roughed up, all with these arcane collars around their necks to keep their magic from being accessible. Some huddle in the corner, muttering to themselves in fear. Why are they doing this? What is the plan? We didn't know. We just tried to warn them. What's gonna happen to us? There's mutters back and forth between these individuals, both humans, some half-elves, surprisingly, some dragonborn, of a metallic persuasion, of silver and some of gold. As they are here muttering, amongst the group locked up in this specific cell, we will zoom in on our first character. Kojiro, would you like to introduce yourself along with who you are and only the current thoughts while you are in this prison cell?
Yeah, so what you're gonna see is a small, we'll say about 5 to 5 foot even, little man. He's old, he has brown hair streaked with silver and gray. He's well dressed. His name is Lore Seeker Brahm. He is someone that works to preserve knowledge and information in the world, whether it's through ancient whatevers, ancient scrolls and things like that, lost, tucked away in dungeons or wherever else. And right now, he is confused and plotting about how he might be able to break out.
As Lore Seeker Brahm is in the midst with not just random scared individuals, but each individual well-dressed, scholars almost, muttering to each other back and forth, and every statement they say brings you, Brahm, back to the memories of how you got here. In your studies with these scholars, learning about the arcane magics that are growing, these ethereal nexus leaking into the mortal realm, and what you and your colleagues discovered is a possibility of happening. You remember trying to go and warn them, warn those in charge. Just as the memory shifts, the quickness of their response, throwing you and your scholars in shackles, placing these collars on your necks to keep you from accessing your magic, and roughly, very abruptly, throwing you into these cells. Leaves you with questions, with turmoils. And you hear in other cells people muttering. You hear not too far off in your very hallway, and a cell further down. We weren't doing anything. We were just moving through the city. We're here on vacation. We didn't mean to interrupt anything. The sounds of civilians in the background. But the one that has caught your eye, out of all these cells, are filled with multiple individuals. Directly across from you there was one, honed to their own cell, chained to the wall, a cloth wrapped around their mouth to keep them from speaking to anyone. Hi, would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. I am playing a half-elf named Yen Zafri. I don't know how to say his full name, so I'm just calling him Yen from now. Here, hold on. Okay. He's 5'5". His hair is a dark blue, and he has the hydro, the eye thingy, the one that gives him two eyes.
Okay.
Heterochromia.
Yes, that one. One is a glowing teal blue, and the other one's a glowing orange.
All right.
They don't do anything; they're just glowing. But yeah, that's him. That's Yen.
What is your immediate thoughts as you have been in the cell for a few days now?
He's looking around. He can't move, obviously. Just looking. He on his face is like if you look at his face is like he's giving the I need to get the fuck out of here look. He doesn't know if he could trust anyone at all. Also trying to just find a way out.
As your eyes dart around, trying to put pieces together, what can give away first, the chains or the wall? You attempt to see if you can reach for any hidden tools to pick the locks. Now, they took a lot of your weapons and stored it away. The past few days, it's been getting more and more worrisome as you've seen. First, they bring in bandits, some thieves. Then not longer, some scholars they set in the room across from you. To the point where now you are seeing them drag citizens and put them in cells. You, going back to your memories, you have a mission to complete, and the things you found out, the people that sent you need to know, and you need to find a way to get it to them.
Immediately.
You are here in this moment. You stare after you're glancing across all the cells and options. As your eyes meet a small halfling or dwarven-like individual who is staring back at you. As your eyes meet in a moment of recognition that both of you probably not here for just reasons.
Okay.
There is a weird silence, sucking of air sound as almost wind begins to leave this cell. As you are wondering what this could be, a sudden bursts of multiple arcane explosions begins to go out. The room shakes around you. Dust falls from the ceiling. You hear a couple of the guards scream out, "Go check that out!" The rushing of individuals down the hall as the guards leave you guys in your cells, and it isn't long before you hear the sounds of battle. Clashing metals of swords and individuals screaming, "Call for backup!" Ah! You hear footsteps begin to approach closer and closer, getting through whatever guards are in these hallways, and it isn't that much longer before you see your first sign of not guards. As an individual rushes forward, covered in full plate armor, helmet on with these three horns that move beyond and outward, and you see this platinum heavy male, sword and shield in hand, and as he gets into view between your cells, he looks back towards the hall you just come from. "Find who you need. Save those that are innocent. Go!" Immediately, you see slithering past you, heading down to where the civilians are. You see this long serpent's humanoid-like individual rush past everyone, seemingly calling out for family. Rach, would you like to introduce your character?
My name is Susie, and I am eagerly scouring the area looking for my family and friends that I just had yanked away from me. I'm raging right now. I am angry. I am shaken. I am not exactly sure who these guards are, why they've stolen my family from me, or what is even going on. I just know that I have one mission right now, and that is to find them at any and all means.
As you have this desperation in your hearts and the confidence to move past, you remember back to the few moments before you got here. It was here that you were on vacation with your family, simply visiting Draconic Kingdom, and you noticed when short moments your family was separated from you, the friends and them alike, they stumbled upon a group of individuals doing something, and that alone had some guards swirl around them, collect them, and take them away, and they would not tell you why. And only a few moments after, a few days of trying to visit them but unable to, the individual met you, told you that they need to be saved immediately, accompanied with others that also need to go and rescue those important. You agreed, you followed, bursting through the front gates of this prison, fighting through the guards. That individual that's helped you, along with others surrounding you, rush in, and one by one, you notice as they subdue, they knock out, they put unconscious or wound enough to leave them on the floor, but they have not killed yet. And as you get to this section, you hear the calls of individuals, and as that plate knight that led this party in heads down a hallway, you hear him cry, "Save those that you need, they're here!" You turn down the hall, and immediately at the very end, back wall in a cell, you see your family, and as you slithered past him heading forward, you rush towards the gates as you see them. Susie?
Oh my god. What? How did
You
how
rush
did you
to
get
the
here?
gates, and as you call out to them, they reach their arms through the gates, grabbing a hold of you, trying to give hugs through these iron bars. And as they're like, "Oh, we're so glad you're safe. They didn't do anything to you, right?"
No. You think that I would let them touch me after what they did to you?
Who are these groups? And you see behind as other individuals are fighting guards off that are trying to come here, as that Platinum Knight looks over. "Get those that are innocent out of these cells now!" And you see two dragonborn individuals of metallic... No. They are chromatic colorations. These dragonborns rush down, holding cells, keys to the cells that they just took from the other guards. As they run next to you, you see this blue chromatic dragonborn turn the key of one of the cells, opening it to the scholars, looking inside. "Have you guys been brought in here too, unjustly?" As
The scholars?
the scholars, yes.
That's me. Yes, please, get us out of here.
Alright, you see him
if it's not too much.
go forward and look through all of them. "Ah, dang it! Sir, they have magic collars on them. We could really use their help." And he turns back to the other draconic, dragonborn individual of white scales. "Are you able to disenchant them?" "I can get working, but it will be some time." Turns over. You see the knighted individual looks back. "Can you hold them off?" Looking over to another individual, heavy, shining armor, standing at a defensive position, holding the line against those guards that are trying to push past. I'm sorry. I'm so into it already. Sass, would you like to introduce your other one-shot character?
Yeah, so my character's name is Elunara. She is a Kalishtar. She's really tall. She's a paladin and she's covered in silver and white armor. And if you were to look at her and not really notice the slight, coloration of like the slight pink rosiness to her cheeks because she's kind of exasperated having been fighting, you would think that she was almost like in just black and white, like very monochromatic. She is very tall. She's in heels, like boots that have a heel to them. But she's already without that 6'4", so she towers over people. And yeah, so she's just trying to like hold off the guards, knocking them all unconscious. She's a paladin and she doesn't really, she tries to avoid killing people because that is not her judgment to make.
As you were there defending the group from these guards trying to rush in, as true chromatic dragonborn guards and their half-plated armor rush forward, I would like you to make 2 attack rolls in trying to knock these 2 out.
Shit. I didn't have my dice ready. Oh no, it's dark in here.
Do you want me to roll for you?
No, I have my dice.
Okay.
I just had to
Get
find
out.
the bag on my
you're
my
good.
dark desk. Okay.
Everyone,
I'm
if you haven't
making
already,
attack-
get your dice out because skill checks and or random attack rolls may be involved.
Okay, you said an attack roll. Oh, I didn't put shit. Okay, oh sorry.
You're good.
I forgot to equip her weapons.
You should go to the
Yeah.
starting equipments and be able to get weapons there, and if they're not in your backpack, what weapon would you be wielding?
We talked about the flail and
Yeah.
the mace,
Yeah,
and then a shield.
as you have these weapons about
But she
you.
would be using the flail. Wait, hold on. Where do I? I'm so sorry.
You're good.
So I would just.
Head to your inventory
Okay.
if you haven't already. And in your inventory, if you type in flail or mace, they should pop up and just add them to your equipment. Once they get into your equipment, you then click on the checkmark box and they'll be put to your actions.
Okay, so sorry. Manage inventory. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
You're fine.
Flail.
We'll never
Just
forgive you.
a normal one, not like a +1.
No, just a
right?
normal one.
Can it be green or no? Is that +1?
That's a magical weapon. We just need regular weapons, so.
Okay, so just flail.
Yep.
Add equipment, and then
Go to your equipment, hit the checkbox, and it should be in your actions. To let you know what your plus is to swing this.
mace equipment. Okay, so if the mace is like on my side, I don't equip it, right?
Well, you can still have it equipped so it can be in your inventory so you can take it out and swing with it whenever you need. So go ahead and just check that off as
Okay.
well, as so it can be in your action slot.
Also, being a paladin, it gives me chainmail armor, but my character doesn't look like she has chainmail armor, but do I still equip it just so I have it?
If you want, you can get full plate because you are covered in full plate armor.
Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Oh, good.
You're good.
So, just plate armor? Just plate?
Just plate. Yeah.
That's it? Okay. I just want to make sure I'm adding the right thing.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Now, I need to roll...
2 attack
20.
rolls to knock people out.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna do my flail. Okay, that was a 3.
As you, for your first roll of 3, the guard rushes forward, and your spears clatter together as your flail hits their sword as he deflects it, unable to strike. You still have a second attack. Go ahead and go for it.
Oh, wait, 3. It was a 3 plus 6, which I don't think was
A
enough. 'Cause that would
9
be 9.
will still not do it, but you still have your second roll.
Okay, it was 11 plus 6 was 17.
With the 17, after the first sword and flail clatters, the sword is knocked to the side as you then throw your flail across, hitting him in a place non-lethal as he flies and hits the wall and falls to the floor crumpled. You see him holding onto the side of his ribs as he is unable to get back up, and you see the other guard that was there then rushes for you. Does a 12 hit?
Well, my armor class is 20, so what is that?
So that's a
That means
no.
a fat. That is a fat up no.
You raise your shield and deflect the blade that he puts in, and as he does, in that moment, you see as a whoo, okay, yeah, that's wow, cool. With double 19s on the roll, a sword from the hallway of this prison cells fly down, and they smash into the other guard, hilts first, knocking that individual out as that full-plated individual that recruited you. How you got here with a vision, a mission sent by a voice from your deity to save everyone. And this individual was the first step. Following him is the first step into saving everyone. The events that led you up to recruit others to help get these innocents out of here, bursting through the doors and getting to this point. As the hilt knocks that individual out, he looks to you. You good?
She's just gonna look back at me like, I.
Alright, we can use you to help open these cells. Keys! And you see the blue, who opens his hand as the blue dragonborn tosses the keys over to him. He grabs it, moves over to the cell where Yen is chained up. As he unlocks it and opens the door, he then tosses the keys down to Susie. As you grab onto the keys and you get ready to unlock your cell, this full-plated individual opens the cell doors to Yen's cage, looks over and speaks to the white dragonborn. Get him off that wall. We need to hurry up. As the chromatic dragonborn enters and walks to you. Yen, I need you to make a history check.
Okay. I have advantage on histories. Does that mean I roll twice?
You roll twice.
How do you know if you
A
have
13
advantage?
plus 3.
I have little A's on it.
Yeah, it'll have an A symbol next to it, a green A. That is advantage.
Oh, like how I have a D next to stealth.
Which is disadvantage with your armor, yeah.
I mean, fair.
Yep. Heavy flanking armor.
A 16.
With the 16, you see this white chromatic dragonborn go up and begin to try and forcibly rip the chains out of the wall. And as they successfully get one chain off, giving a grunt of a growl, their face is up close to yours, and you recognize them. They were one of the draconic kind parts of the meeting that you eavesdropped upon.
A look of uncertainty and untrust is in Yen's eyes while looking at this dragonborn.
They see as they go over to the other chain on your other hand, is like grabs a hold of it and struggles for a little bit before you see they finish ripping out the last chain. However, that neck chain collar around you, keeping you from accessing your magic, is still there. As the blue dragonborn turns, we need to get this done now. I know. I'm moving as fast as I can. Goes over, and you see she begins to etch runes into the air around the chain, muttering to herself in Draconic. And you hear the beginnings of a disenchant spell as the magic is dispelled and the chain dulls out, and you feel the excess energy that is leaking into this world reach you once more as your magic is returned. She then looks to you, tries to put her hand on your shoulder. Are you okay to walk on your own?
I will avoid her arm at all costs, and will just nod at her while like looking untrustworthy at her.
She recoils a touch upon your turn, and she'll just simply nod back with almost a pain understanded look on her face before turning back towards the opening, going to the other side to where the scholars are, and as the last of their chains are broken, she begins the disenchanting of spells, as she first starts with you, Borum. Yes, and as she begins to disenchant, you hear more guards are screaming down as Susie opens, finding the key, opens the cells, and your family is freed from the prison, as they immediately hug you before that full platinum armored individual walks up to you, grabs you on the shoulder, and is like, we can reminisce later. We have to get out of here soon.
Susie's going to look around really quick for anything that she can take to protect them as they're making a run for it.
As you are searching for areas, he takes the keys. The platinum armored individual takes the keys from you, turns over, and runs down, getting to the halfway where all of you are at. As you see two more guards coming. Elunara?
Elunara, yeah.
Elunara, the either. As
Yeah.
Eleanor, you see two more of these guards come forward and rushing. You warn the rest of the group, is like, can you work any faster? Looking towards the white dragonborn. As she finishes the first enchantment on Brahm, your magic, you feel it return to you as the collar disenchants. We can leave now, but the rest of the scholars are going to be powerless. For those of us that are here, we have to protect everyone. Can we do that?
I can.
Yes.
Civilians, scholars, toward the center. You two, as he looks to the other two chromatic dragonborns, in the rear, protect them. Paladin, you're with me. Those that can fight, stay on the sides. Make sure no one can separate them.
Got it.
As you all gather and begin to head out, pushing through this way, I need the Elunara and the Paladin, and there's not a Paladin, sorry, the platinum armored individual are going to stop two guards from slowing your descent. So go ahead and make another attack roll.
15 plus 6 is 20.
Nice. As the two guards rush down, you go forward and you take your flail and you lift it high in the air, making them think it's going to go up. And as he raises his sword to block, you then take the opportunity to sweep low and crack him at the legs. You hear the snapping of bone as he crumples down, holding onto his leg, but it keeps him from following you. As this happens, you see the other one try and go and strike you with the sword before the plate mail armor individual rushes up with the shield and slams him away, knocking him to the ground. Before, without his sword now in hand, just simply raises his fist, smashing his face into the ground as the other draconic individual is knocked out. As he then tosses the shield aside, he's like, these things are too darn heavy. Alright, follow! As you two rush forward, the rest of you are in hot pursuit out. And for a few of you, you follow them for a few good twists and turns before you guys reach the exits. And as you leave the bright sky, for those that have been stuck in these cells for days, you have to squint and cover your eyes as light hits you for the first time, as you hear the sounds of chiming bells, warning bells, are going off in the distance. As you all are exits, you are surrounded by a plateau of gates. You see the front entrance of this gate has been blasted open, probably from their first siege of assault. And you see a couple of armed police, draconic dragonborns are rushing forward. I would like each of you to tell me how you try and assist, either knocking out the guards or evading them. We'll start from the top and head down of Brahm.
Oh, Brahm would. Yeah, that's a good thing. Brahm is going to summon a construct.
What construct
to
do you
assist?
What construct do you summon?
It's a spirit construct. It's just called a construct spirit. It looks like a shambling mess of like books and tomes that are magically summoned. It's not obviously from me, but if you could deduce that it was me because I subtle casted it.
With the subtle cast, no one notices. However, when you get to this opening, you see the two draconics in the back. Here, items for you to use. As they toss open a chest, and as the chest clatters open, you guys see your components, your backpacks, your materials that were taken from you as you were placed in these cells. And as you all collect it, subtly and quickly, Brahm was the first to collect his items necessary as he begins his magic incantations. And then the books and tomes of his bag seemingly tearing away but regenerating instantly to tear away and regenerate as the cycle of books and tomes morph together into a construct ally. What do you have this construct do?
It would confront the enemies, Yeah, I think that's a good idea for it to do, is to confront my foes.
As this construct rushes forward, this swirl of a humanoid book, tome, and paper rushes towards the guards. You see as it distracts them enough, or as they swing away at the creature, halts a few of the guards as others try and rush past. Yen, what do you try and do in this situation as you get your more equipment necessary to help with the scenario?
Okay. So, are all of our stuffs in like chests and whatnot?
The chest that was tossed in front of you had all your stuff, so you're able to collect all the items you currently have in your inventory.
Okay. And who's near us?
Right now
Do we have anyone near us?
you have a cluster of civilians and scholars in the center, not just Susie's family, but others that have been taken. You see the scholars are there with the collars around their neck, and they keep trying to pull at it, but without someone able to disenchant it, they are also unable to defend themselves or others. You see the paladin that works alongside the platinum armored individual taking a defensive position toward the front, and the two chromatic dragonborns behind that toss the chest forward are immediately turning around as other guards are getting ready to leave the prisons to meet you in this open area. You see to your left and right this scholar who summoned, or you can only assume with your passive perception,
Of 17.
that they might have been responsible for this new construct, given that he's the only scholar that has his magic returned. And to your right, you see this snake-like lady with their weaponry ready to defend when their time comes. As
Would I
they're-
be able to help anyone get the collars off?
Do you have... go ahead and make an Arcana or Intelligence check. I'll let you choose.
I got a nat 20.
Righteous. Seen it done
And
before.
we'll do Arcana.
Yeah, for Arcana. You've seen the magic used, and you were able to identify that the Dispel magic was used to work on it. You would need something of a similar effect to be able to turn off the collars for the other scholars. Do you have anything like that in your capability wheelhouse?
What do you mean?
Do you have the spell Dispel Magic?
I have no spells.
You know that they need Dispel Magic to be able to get the collars off. So without that,
Okay.
they will not fall off easily.
Would I, RP based, be able to use Aether Walk and remove the collars that way?
What does Aether Walk do?
At the start of your turn, you can step between the planes as long as you're not incapacitated. You can move through creatures, objects as if they're difficult terrain, and you can see and affect creatures and objects on the ethereal plane. If I end my turn inside of an object, I take 1d10 force, and this feature lasts for 4 rounds. If I'm inside of an object when it ends, I'm shunted to the next unoccupied space and take force damage.
Okay.
Would I be able to do that then?
You can certainly try if you wish. If you grab onto a collar and try it, the only downside is if this doesn't work, you could be shunting more than just the collar to this ethereal plane. And although you have the capabilities of surviving, you do not know if these scholars would.
Okay, well. Well,
you could also cause a distraction or confront some of the guards rushing towards your group. See if you can trip them up or knock them out.
Okay, so yeah, I will start running towards the guards, and I will look at one of them, and I will use Blood Curse of Bloated Agony on them.
Oh, very nice. Okay, is that automatic hit, or is that a saving throw for them?
Okay. As bonus action, you curse a creature that you can see of you until the end of your next turn. For the duration, the creature has advantage on strength and dex checks and takes a 1d8 necrotic damage if it makes more than one attack on each of its turn. This curse lasts for 1 minute, and the cursed creature can make a con saving throw of 15 at each of the ends to end the curse.
Okay, so that means he still gets cursed. You see as one of the guards rushing for you, as you curse them, you watch as their own bodies seem to twist and curl with your blood magic that you've endued on him, and you see that is affecting his blood as that bloated form of his begins to slow down, and whatever strikes he was going to take, he slows it even further as you have helped incapacitate one of the guards.
And then I do have another thing. I can attack twice, I believe.
Yes.
Then with the other one, I will take my Warhammer and I will bash. Well, not bash. I will attack the guy's knee.
All right.
Well, at least try.
Make your attack rolls.
Okay. Actually, would I be able to swap it out for a crossbow and just aim that at his knee?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
An arrow in the knee, man. Are you being for real right
19
now?
plus 7.
That'll hit. You fire the crossbow bolt, and as it does, you see it strikes through whatever armor they have on them. You see that these guards coming from beyond the prison cell has just simple leathers, and as it pierces through the knee, you see as this bloated individual who had no real maneuvers to dodge takes the arrow, falls to the floor, and is just grabbing on to try and see if it can ease the pain, but he is incapacitated.
Okay.
That is you for now, and up next, Susie, how do you assist in this scenario?
I am seeing them rushing towards my family that I just saved. I'm going to let out a very angry hiss at them as I crouch down and I emit. I was going to do that actually. I'm not going to now. as I reach down and I pull out my two daggers, and I just go into an instant rage. Narrowing my eyes, I'm going to make eye contact with the first guard running towards us, and I'm going to throw my one dagger at him. I'm reading. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's not
You're good.
meant for keep you on the edge of your seat,
No,
chat. I
you're good.
apologize. Yes, I take my dagger and I throw it
Okay.
right into his heart.
Oh, lethal shot.
Lethal shot. Yes, I'm not trying to lose my family twice.
All right, make an attack roll.
I'm trying to see because on each of your turns as well, because I have Divine Fury, I am going to also attack on a D6 plus 4 of... What kind of guards are these? Can I tell?
You've been in the city visiting for a while. You've seen these as simple patrol guards. These are like the police of the Draconic Kingdom. And so they are in simple leathers, and the weapons they have are not long swords, but you see they're like pole arms to capture and pin down.
But I can't make out who they are. They're just...
Oh, they're all Dragonborn. They're all chromatic Dragonborn.
Okay, I'm going to take my 17 and tack on... What is that? 4 plus 4, 8 necrotic as well for a Divine Fury hit.
All right, roll to see if you hit.
That was my 17.
Oh, yeah, that will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Question.
Yes.
Can I notice that this is happening? And even since we're not technically in initiative order, can I action reaction to spare the dying on this person?
Oh, yes. When your turn comes up, you can do that immediately after. Yeah.
I mean, it's an action. It's not a reaction, but
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt. It doesn't work if the person is dead.
Yeah, they won't.
So, which is why
yeah.
I'm asking.
Oh, for sure. I got you. But we'll do this like the order of the story. As you watch as the dagger gets flown and thrown out, how much damage do you deal?
That is that. Okay, so my dagger is 7, and then a D4 plus. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that was my hit. Oh, I didn't add my 7. I'm sorry. So that was what I say, 17 before I rolled again.
Yeah.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. That was actually 24 when I threw it.
Definitely.
5, 9 damage.
As the dagger gets thrown and pierced into the chest of this Dragonborn, you see as he like clutches on, almost stumbles to one knee using the polearm as a stick to keep him on somewhat upright. You see he is barely alive as he's just grabbing onto this dagger in his chest. You see his blood coughs up, and that's Divine Fury you pushed into the blade. You see a necrosis begins to form around his eyes. He is still up with a single hit point, but still up nonetheless, as he is effectively out of this fight.
But
Susie is going to look around for like any sort of pebble or rock on the ground at the moment.
Oh, there are a few, if you want to grab a stone.
She's gonna grab a stone and kind of smirk at him and throw a rock at him.
Second attack, you chuck the rock. Alright, this is non-lethal, I take it?
I mean, single hit point. Might as well go for it.
Okay, you chuck the rock, make an attack roll. This will just be your, the plus for your throwing daggers that you usually have, but just add the plus.
So I have a +7 for my daggers.
So yeah, this would be a +7 to your attack roll.
All right.
what it
That's
says?
20. It was the intimidation that did it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
As you simply smile as you see him clutching onto the dagger, trying to pull it out of his chest, your eyes basically narrow down as you're locked on target, and you take the stone and chuck it perfectly at the back hilt of the blade, and as it strikes the blade, it pushes it in enough to pierce the hearts. As you see the beginning process as he begins to go down. As he falls, Ilunara.
Elunara, yeah.
Elunara.
Just think like Elun and then Ara. Elunara.
Elunara.
Yeah.
You see as that Dragonborn goes down, and you can see almost the essence of their ethereal thread about to be disconnected. As you reach your magic out and you cast Spare the Dying on them. And as this does, you see he falls to his side, and as the dagger almost through a change of, or a divine intervention, so to speak, the blade almost shifted a few inches away from a lethal blow, as he is simply unconscious and on the floor. As this happens... Yes?
Go ahead. I was gonna say, noticing it happened, I was just going to turn my head towards Elenara. If only they were that kind to my family.
You
Elenara's
see,
gonna be like, it is not for us to make the judgment.
quickly rushing past the two of you, you see that fully plated individual. Those that have been with him know who he is, but Rom and Yen have yet to see the face of this individual as he runs past and quickly takes a small pause next to Susie as he places his hand that is no longer with a shield or sword and simply says, I understand you're angry, but the more we kill, the more they're gonna hunt us down. As he then just rushes past you, goes up to a few guards, and you see picking up the weapons of the fallen guards thus far, the pole arm and whatnot. You see as he takes the pole arm and wunderbar, pushes it into the throat of one of the guards and slams him to the ground, pinning him to the ground. And you see a great deal of strength as for the dirt floor, this fully platinum armored individual pushes the weapon in, almost chaining the weapon to the floor, keeping this guard pinned to the floor. I said floor a lot there. Floor. As he does that, you see there is a good gap opening to get the civilians and everyone through. As he looks back, come on, this is our chance. As from behind, you see the two Dragonborn individuals fighting off the guards coming from inside the prison before they turn forward. Go without us. We will catch up. You see that's full platinum armored individual. You better. He leads the way as you guys follow suits. As he leads you and the civilians and the scholars through the city streets, you see as the bells are fading as you get further and further outside of the central city where this prison was. He ducks you into a small storage area warehouse. And it is here that the bells are chiming at a distance. You feel like you can take a breath. Alright, is everyone okay?
Elenara's gonna nod and say, aye.
You see as some random
Then we'll
civilians...
just nod.
See random civilians, elves, some humans, and you even see some metallic dragonborn, casual clothing but terrified. Just simply nod to this, checking themselves and comprehending the fear that had getted them and brought them to that place. What's the question?
But I have grabbed my dagger from that
On the way out,
guard's
yeah,
chest.
you grabbed
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
I also wanted to whisper to him something.
What did you whisper on the run past?
This is our piece, of course. Being my nasty, bitchy self. As I was reaching down to grab my dagger, you
Oh.
touch my fucking family again. And you won't be so lucky. Not even she can save you.
Now lick his face.
Give me some hiss.
As this serpent whispers into his ear, the unconscious state that he's in probably isn't having the best of dreams at this point. But as we move forward to the escaped at this hidden warehouse, you watch as this plated armor individual looks back to you all. I'm glad you were all okay. If anyone is injured, we have some healing potions to help out. We don't know where you're from, but if you're not from here, we can find a place to hide you or send you. As Susie, your family simply just runs to you and hugs you in this moment. As this platinum individual, face still hidden by his helm, walks between the groups, checking on everyone. Eventually walks up to you, Brom, as he kneels down to you. Are you okay, sir?
I've been worse, for sure. Hey, look at that. And I point to one of the other scholars and their necklace, their shackles. So when the magic of it dispels, do they just fall off, or are they just like inert?
It disenchants, and you hear a latch unlock. Yes.
He's without it. As in the hustle and bustle of us running through the crowd, I had dispelled it.
As
magic.
you have successfully done so, the scholar looks like, oh, I just feel my magic returning. And as he unlatches it, you see this draconic scholar take off. You see the gems that he is almost like an emerald green scaled. Not see-through, but just the coloration that shines off him. As he removes the collar, as he checks his magic, and you see gravity being affected around him. I can help out with disenchanting the other collars. You see the knighted individual do so. You need to find a way of escape from this place. They cannot recollect you all. And you see the other dragonborn, even Metallic, goes, this is our place of dwelling. It's our home. As the plated individual takes a second, stands to your feet. There are things going on right now that we do not know the full story, but as of now, you are in danger from the very people meant to protect you. So we can figure out and avoid whatever unjust cruelty is going on. We must find a place to lay low.
What's this all about? Anyway.
I do not know yet.
And who are you? I mean, I very much appreciate it. Don't let my tone deceive you.
It's quite alright, old man. As you see him reach over, take the helmet, and as he pulls it off, whisks his head, and you see a interesting sight. As the hair whips back, freed from the helmets, silver, you see a small scruff, like a young individual. You see this human, somewhere probably early teens to mid-20s, tall, 6'3" minimum, where he looks over to you all as his eyes open. A crystalline blue, gentle hue meets you. You can call me Sifithar. I'm here to help.
Do I recognize that name?
With your 400 plus years, go ahead and make a history check.
Ah!
Damn, you're old.
Oh, yeah. I'm old. I'm also gonna roll a nasty 8.
You have not heard of
Or,
this
let's
name.
see.
Any bonuses to it?
Silvery Barms. I think I need to give a creature disadvantage to use this, don't I?
Yes. You would need to have used silvery barbs to give disadvantage first before you get to the advantage on another check.
Yeah. No, just an 8.
All right. With an 8, you do not recognize the name. However, with your knowledge, you recognize the armor he adorns. Smacked in the center, a symbol of a platinum dragon roaring up. It is a symbol of the gemmed dragons, metallic forms that have made home to the west, where their very essence has grown crystalline shards that has given the land life. We heard about some unjust that was happening in the Draconic Kingdom, and I was sent to assist. I found individuals who felt the same cause to rescue those that were innocent. As he looks to the rest of your group, for the civilians and citizens that need to get out, we'll have a passageway made for you, but I need to wait for my other companions. They have a more clear idea, and we need them to help get us out of here. Rest up. Catch your breath. We'll be moving shortly when they arrive. It is here in this calm space as each of the scholars help disenchant another caller. They are all eventually freed. It's at this point where they walk up to you, Brom. Fellow Law Seeker, can we talk to you alone for a second?
I give them a nod and I'll follow along.
As your group heads to a section of the warehouse a good 45 feet away from the rest of the group, you see as the human individual known as Sifithar sees this and respects your distance as he simply stands guard near the entrance, keeping an eye out for any who might approach. What is Yen and Susie and Lunar doing?
Yen is in his own little corner, looking at everyone, trying to figure out who he's able to trust and who he's not able to trust, and trying to figure out if there's still a way for him to get out of here.
Susie?
Susie is just trying to catch up with her family, trying to make sure that they're okay, looking over their wounds, making sure that they're fine, that they haven't been touched, and just trying to understand, how this even could have happened in the first place, why she wasn't there, just, trying to put the blame on herself and just becoming more upset with herself as the conversation unfolds.
As your family comforts you and you see that they have not been wounded, maybe thrown in the cell, which has some scuffs on their clothing, but no torture, no punishments beyond just being taken. As they try and comfort you as well, as you guys are in the center of this warehouse, other civilians, dragonborn, humans, elves alike, some dwarves even, are simply just there, huddled down, small and slightly discussing with each other. Elunara.
Yeah. She will be going around giving people health potions, trying to help calm nerves and just help people feel less upset, make sure everyone's okay.
As you go around giving a peace of mind to civilians, any and all who may need the healing potions, it is at this moment that Rom, you and the scholars are separated from the group as a conversation begins to ensue. Rom, you know what we have learned. And we have an idea of why they are acting so rash in the upper courts.
It's certainly not looking good.
What should we do? This Sifithar individual seems to have helped us, and though he is human, I can't help but notice that there are other Dragonborn amongst the mix. Do you think you can trust them?
For now, that's our only option. We could try to split off, but
You see another scholar
I looked over to
interjects.
them.
You see a half-elf female. We might be able to tell them, but if we do, we need to get this information out to not just us, but to others. If they are really trying to silence everyone, they cannot do it to a mass city-wide if we tell everyone, right? I mean, they wouldn't. You see one of the metallic dragonborns next to him just there rubbing his chin, contemplating. Looking at the center group. They didn't just take other races. They took some of our own and threw them in captivity. And I have a feeling that if you are not part of their endeavors, you are against them.
For now, I think it prudent to at least tell the leader he seems to be.
Sifithar. The name is familiar. I'm not able to put my finger on who he is.
I've
He
not
is
heard of the
human.
name, so
You see the half-elf. The armor he wears is that of the Platinum family. That is one of the dragons of the gem metallic forms in the west, correct? The Dragonborn. It is true, though their household isn't that high up. They cannot even lift a finger to the chromatic Ancient Ones. And if the Ancient Ones are involved in this, I don't know what hope we have. You see the stillness and contemplation of your group as they swallow that information in.
I would send a message to Sifithar asking for his presence.
As you send the message to him, his head turns towards you. And as he replies in the message, "Are you sure it's okay for me to join? I don't want to intrude."
I gave him a nod.
As he begins to walk over, you see the other scholars see this and straighten up as he arrives. Each of them, one by one. "We want to thank you for helping us escape. Indeed, we were wrongly imprisoned there. But we do have a quick question. How did you know that we were there?" "We got word that some people were being taken off the streets. I was ordered by our current king, leader, our lord, to help any way we can. Although I was ordered to just
Your lord?
investigate. I am not. Not...
Your lord. Who's your leader?
That would be our esteemed ancient platinum dragon. They are right now trying to keep under the radar, and I hate to say it, but we need to keep names at a minimum. I don't know what you guys have had uncovered or maybe ran into to get you all thrown in prison, but these individuals are silencing people. If they figure out the Lord Current, they might go after and remove him.
So you believe it prudent for you not to know what we know? Lest it make its way up the chain of command, is what I'm hearing, correct? Or no?
Without you telling me anything, you can simply nod and acknowledge if I am on the right track. But the two draconic, chromatic individuals that joined me, although they were my friends, I do believe that because of their status in the nobility, that they were brought into whatever dark secrets that the nobles of this land are hiding. And what I need confirmation of is, are they hiding dark secrets? You see, as most of the scholars look toward each other and then meet your gaze, Brom.
I look back to him. You're certain that you want to know?
If only I know when something happens to me, I will at least take it with me. But if the information is too dangerous, I will not share this with others. For we do not know who is against us.
Very well. And I would divulge to him the information that had landed us in the prison jail.
As these whispered talks amongst scholars take place, you see as the helmet he had at his side, having his hand cupped against his hip, slacks, still holding onto the helmet but now down to his knee. His eyes still normal, but just taking in this information. That is important. We need to know who wishes for this event to take place and who doesn't. For now, keep this to yourselves.
I'll nod.
He looks at the other scholars as you see the half-elf and human amongst the group look to you all. Brethren of knowledge, I would love to sit and help you with your journey, but I think it prudent that our leaders in Kingdom also hear of this news. We will keep it amongst the higher courts, so that it doesn't leak out and cause panic. But we need to warn them. I will head back and warn our leaders. See the half-elf also approach. We will head back and warn all leaders of all races. If need be, we can rise against them. You see the Sifithar look to them. Do what you think is right, but just be aware. We don't know if they have sent spies into each nation. Make sure it goes directly to those who need to hear it, and no one lower. Make sure no one is in the room. You are scholars. Be wise. And be safe. You see as the other scholars look to each other and some give handshakes, others give hugs, and as others give handshakes to you, Brahm, you see as the half-elf walks up to you, female. I don't know if this will help you out, Brahm, but if anything goes wrong, use it in the dire situation. It only has one charge, and it will protect you. As she hands you a ring of protection.
What the fuck?
Oh, you fucker. Okay, alright.
A ring of what?
A ring of protection.
Oh my
He
god.
thought he's gonna bring a ring of a wish.
No.
Yeah.
No.
This man was like,
What
ooh,
the-
wishes.
What the hell?
This is still some
man?
bullshit. I never get handed anything.
You try being 400 years old, man. My knees hurt.
You dude, you should be dead by now.
Races can live up for a long time.
Not me. I'm different.
They're level 8 and they common
Then I cast a blood curse on him and fucking just outright murder the man.
He's 400 years old. I'm pretty sure I could take his ass.
What? This is elder abuse.
We ain't family.
As you watch as 3 of the scholars separate, the half-elf, the human, and the dwarf. They look to the civilians. Any of those that wish to have safe refuge beyond this, we are going to be teleporting to the mortal kingdom. You'll be safe there for the time being. You see as the other civilians and family look to each other. You see as they one by one approach the scholars that are leaving. And as your family, Susie, lifts up off their feet or onto their tails and begin to head towards them, you see as Sifithar taps you on the shoulder just to grab your attention. You were a great help today.
I did what I was born to do. Protect.
You truly believe that?
No. I know that.
The confidence. But I do have a request.
Yeah?
We still need people that can help defend those of us that are continuing this mission, and I would appreciate it if you can join us.
What about them? I say as I'm pointing to my family.
The scholars will take them to the mortal kingdom where they will be safe, and we will have means of making sure that they are protected. But for now, I just need all the warriors I can get my hands on, for I do not know what we're going to be going up against.
I don't know. I just got them back, and
You watch as your mother slithers up to you, grabs your hands. You can go. We'll be fine. We're gonna be heading home.
but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know them. I don't know if I can trust them.
That man saved our lives. And he helped you find us. I trust him.
Yeah, he helped me find you, but I'm the one that got you out of there.
You raise your tone as your mother lifts her hand through your hair and flicks the back of your ear for raising your tone at her. Now. You were meant to save people, just like you saved us. If there are more families that have been ripped apart like we have, we know you can keep them safe as well.
Like a big, heavy huff and a... She looks down. Yes, Mommy.
Your father comes up and drags you both into a hefty squeeze of a hug. As he pulls back. Take these. They didn't know what they were used for, but I'm pretty sure they'll help you out. As he removes these massive bracers on his arms and hands them over
Hell
to you.
yeah! Give me that shit, Dad! Where was that before?
They didn't know what it was, and I didn't really fight back to make sure that they didn't take it from me. These will help keep you protected, if only for a little bit. But be smart out there.
I still, just so you know, still don't like this. Just so you know, I still don't like this.
You are heard, my serpents. But just as you go and help others, the protectors that we are, you see as he holds out his forearm, and you see the symbol of your family crest. serpent warriors from the desert lands. We do what we must to protect those we care about.
So you know, just so you know, Daddy, I told that man, the one that I threw my dagger at, right?
Oh,
I told
I
him
heard.
if he ever touched you. Oh, okay. I
Good
was just
girl.
making sure you know. Okay.
Oh my god.
Like Daddy, like daughter, right? You let me know if he touches you again, Daddy. I got you.
No, there were no
She says
longer...
that she's like flexing her muscles.
As you
I got
flex,
you,
you
Daddy.
see he also stands, like, the warrior barbarianism that he is as well, that trained you, now at its full heightened. Once we
She
leave
stands up
this
just
kingdom...
a little bit taller, like I can match that. I can match that.
Once we leave this kingdom, they will no longer be under their laws, which means I will be able to fight back without worry.
All right. You show him where we got it from.
As you say your goodbyes and the civilians shift over, you see the 2 to 3 scholars begin their incantation, and as the teleportation circle begins to ignite and glow, the other scholars remaining, the Dragonborn, Brahm, all show their goodbyes, whether in a wave or a nod, before the magic lights in a flashing of ether. But I make sure I'm on the right button. They are gone. It doesn't take much longer before you hear these sounds of approaching footsteps. And sure enough, entering in through the door, slightly out of breath, scarred up and injured, the white and blue Dragonborn enter. The white female Dragonborn holding onto her arms as blood is beginning to run down, as the blue Dragonborn has a scar now above his eye, fresh and new. As you see Sifithar turn. Are you two okay? We are, sir, but we don't know for how long. It's fine. As long as you escaped quietly. We were able to ditch him, but it wasn't easy. The others got out, I take it? The scholars took him to the mortal planes, so we'll be fine there. But we need to figure out what the next
Can I make
steps
an insight
are you making an insight
on the Dragonborn?
On both of the blue and white, or just the blue that's asked if they left?
Oh, the one that arrived.
The blue and white arrived. The chromatic
Yeah.
Dragonborns. So yeah, make an insight check on the 2 of them. And those that also wish to, they can.
I'll do
Is it
this.
one for each of them or one for both of them?
One for both. It's just catching their facial expressions and one look. So it's only one roll.
Insight?
Insight, yes.
I'm gonna roll a 1. Very cool. And I'm gonna roll a 13.
And we're doing it twice
I-
for both of them?
No, should
Insight.
only, unless you have advantage, it should only be one roll to look at both of
I
their
have-
faces.
Oh,
A 25.
I got a 10.
Alright. Good one. Brahm, you said your second roll was a 13?
Yep.
Susie, do you bother to try and make an insight check on them?
I do. I got a 16. Wait, insight. Hold on. I think I have 16, 17, 18.
You watch as the blue and white Dragonborn, their facial expressions are panicked. And although white has more fear in her eyes, and Yen, you're able to see that hint again, that remorseful recluse. It is Yen with your 24.
25.
Even better. You're able to see that the blue dragonborn has a more calm demeanor, and he's using the blood and the scars to portray a fear-like persona. Sifithar walks towards the two of them and gets close. What's the question?
Sorry, I don't mean to go off on my own thing again. You said braziers, as in like those little fire.
Bracers,
correct?
bracers
Bracers.
of defense. You can add them to your inventory.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay, listen. When I looked at braziers, I was like, "Oh, these braziers of commanding fire elementals are freaking tits." Is that what he gave me?
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove those from my inventory. That's the only brazier I could find. Okay.
Bracers of defense.
Okay.
It counts as
that
armor
makes
for
more
for
sense.
barbarians.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Let's remove those. Thank you.
As this happens, you see as Sifithar begins to
You
approach
said he was
the
calm
tree.
again?
He has, for others, a look of panic because of the scar over his eyes, the blood he's bleeding. But you, being more skilled, can see that that is just a ruse. He's actually calm, but using his demeanor to seem panicked.
Before Sithasar gets up to him, Yen's going to say, "You're lying."
As both dragons look your way until they realize you're just looking at the blue. The white dragon looks and she says, "We were fighting for our lives back there. We barely made it out.
Oh, no, not you. The blue one. He's not hurt.
Hearing Yen say that, I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the blue one.
As you cast Dispel Magic, you watch as each scar and the blood dissipates. He is not injured. As you see the white dragonborn turn in shock and try and step away.
I'm going to cast
Bummer.
Bloated Agony on the man.
As you cast Bloated Agony,
Any
He-
strength and dex checks he makes is disadvantage.
copy that, but he doesn't need to do that for just a simple attack roll against the white dragon.
Are you gonna say I cast Arrow? That was gonna be awesome.
I cast Arrow!
You watch as you cast the Bloated Agony, it takes hold as he fights past that new form in his body, as he digs his claws into the white dragonborn, and you see Sifithar.
Stop!
No!
I say. I cast Silvery Barbs
Oh!
on him.
Ooh! As you say stop, you see the shifting of time as claws that should sink in instead hesitate him. As she gives enough time to then move out of the way as his claws sink into nothing. Bookworm, you're first. We're gonna be doing a semi-roll for initiative.
What does that mean?
It means that this is not a battle with a map. This is just simply in a small, tightened warehouse with just barely enough room to move around. You will all be rolling for fighting. Okay.
13.
11 plus 5.
And real quick, I will get the numbers down once I pop my new little editor sketch. Okay, so 25 to 20.
Hold on. I have an advantage. I had a 15 plus 3, giving me an 18.
I do the I'm gonna go down the accounting way. So no one got 25 to 20, 20 to 15. Anyone?
15.
I got third.
That's 13.
That's not 20 to 20.
18 for
Oh.
Susie.
Oh, my bad.
And then Yen got 15.
No, I was saying me. I messed up.
Oh, what'd you
Oh.
get?
I got 13, but you said 20 to 15, and I was
Yeah.
like 13. I was like, wait, no, that's that's not 20 to 15.
All right. Susie, Yen, and you got 13. 15 to 10.
That's me, 13.
Alrighty.
10.
10. Got it. Alright, so then. Eleonora and Brom. Starting at the top of initiative, we have Sifithar. As he rushes forward, you see that he no longer has any weapons at his side, and it's just his bare fists. As he will make an attack roll unarmed. And with the 15, you see it collides in with the side of the blue dragonborn's ribs as he winces in the pain. Second strike. Even better. For an 18, you see him, after the first hit goes in the ribs, you see a quick lightning strike as one chop goes to the neck of this individual. And you see almost the flurry of blows as two more strikes go out, and with a natural 20, you see heavy hit points of pressure stabs into the blue dragonborn as he freezes and tenses up as it seems to have been stunned. Up next is going to be Susie with Yen on deck.
I'm going to. I'm not going to read. No, I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to.
I knew it.
What?
I knew that you chose barbarian without even fully knowing.
Well, hell yeah. Well, I mean, I entered
Bye.
rage the first when we
I just
were
lost my-
outside the when we were
I'm
outside
back.
the when we were outside the cells. I entered rage, so I
Yep.
should have gave it away.
No, when I saw your character, I was like, oh, that bitch is a fucking
Oh,
barbarian.
hell yeah. I'm going to use my 2 daggers. So I'm going to slide up. I'm going to rush up and take a quick double attack to kind of like slice at the I'm sorry.
The blue one.
My
The
battery's
blue
going up. I can't-
dragonborn. Yeah.
Yep, sorry.
You're good.
Oh, is your headphones dying too?
No, my thing's going off.
Oh.
Hold on.
All good.
Sorry, sometimes it's not so bad and sometimes it's really bad.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna take like a double attack at them with my 2 daggers, and then I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
You have bonus action disengage?
Or is that what would it be? Or no, never mind.
I don't think barbarians have that.
No, they don't.
Unless you multi-class, but I don't know if you did or not.
Bonus action. No, I don't.
All right. But still, your 2 attacks. Go ahead and
I'll just take the 2 attack.
make 2 attacks.
Um,
Each of them are with advantage because your opponent is stunned.
He's also going to take a 1d6 plus 4 of.
No one.
I'm gonna say necrotic
All
of
right.
divine fury as well. Oh, I'm not raging. That doesn't work. God damn it.
Still, damage can be damage. Go ahead and roll your attack rolls.
Okay. I have a 19 plus 7, giving me 26 for my first. And 15 plus 7, giving me 23.
Both of those
Right.
attack hits.
Damage is going to be a d4 plus 4. That's a 4 and a 3. So one's going to be 8, one's going to be 7.
As you slash and cut up against the body of this blue dragonborn, you see as the scales being torn apart, real blood now flashes across your blade and dealing that extra oomph of slashes to your strength. As that happens, that's the end of your turn. Yen, you are up before the blue dragonborn tries to break free.
Would this be a perfect time to cast Aether Walk and see if he gets sent to it?
Do you want to try?
I mean,
Right now he's stunned, so any attacks against him will have advantage.
okay, so hold on. Let me read. He is an actual dragonborn, right?
He is a blue dragonborn, yes.
When that's lightning?
Yep.
Okay, so that means they are immune. So I will do. He's still cursed, right?
He still has a bloated curse, yep.
Did we have him take the first necrotic damage? Oh wait, no. Hold on,
only
never
you
mind, never
strike.
mind. Ignore that, ignore
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I didn't have
Okay.
necrotic anyway.
Mhm.
I wasn't raging.
I'm going to cast Crimson Right on my weapon. That what the fuck is it? Where are you? No, literally, it tells me what. Activate. I could have swore that it gives you a. Where did you make an attack with this weapon or magical and deal extra damage to equal? Boy, I can't understand fucking Blood Hunter.
If I was able to see your sheet, I might be able to help you out a little bit.
Because I could have swore Crimson Right tells me that I could use like a damage.
Yeah, any right, on
I-
weapon you're
could've-
holding.
See, of the type determined by the chosen right, but like,
Your
where
crimson
the
right.
fuck?
So you have a right of frozen, which you can deal an extra dealt of cold damage.
But how do
or
you
have
see that?
in your
Right,
features and traits?
scroll down, dude. It says like Crimson right there. It says right.
Yeah, and you have two rights. You have the right of the frozen and the right of the storm. So you can either deal an extra, lightning damage or an extra
But
thing
where
of
do
cold
you
damage.
see?
Features and
Where
traits.
do you see that? Features and traits.
The lid, Kai. The lid.
Okay, there we go. I will do the frozen one.
All right, so you deal an extra.
1d6.
Was it D6? I'm looking at
because
your
this
blood.
right here.
Oh, blood curse of bloated agony is a 1d8.
He's doing Crimson right.
Oh, crimson
doing
right.
Crimson
D6
right
damage.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I follow now.
Okay. And then I will aim my hand. I think it's a hand crossbow. No. Crossbow light. And I'll shoot that at him with the Crimson Right on him.
Yep.
So let's do the attack first, of course. And you said it's with advantage because he's stunned?
Yes. He is unable to dodge or maneuver.
Okay. So 15 plus 7.
That'll hit.
Okay. With a 1d8 plus 2 for the first attack from the arrow. A 6 plus 2, so that's a 8 right there. And then a 1d6 of old damage. Which is a 5.
5 plus 8. Okay. You watch as the arrow pierces him, and you see the cold shift over his body as he just grunts at the pain and just opens his eyes angrily towards you. The draconic eye slit and shows. Any second attacks, or is that it?
I can attack once more. Would I be able to attack him with another arrow?
You can.
Okay, I'll do that. And he's still stunned?
He's still stunned until his turn.
14 plus 7.
That'll
to
hit.
Okay, and then 5 plus 2 for the first one. And is that still with my cold damage?
I believe Crimson Right is just as read. Crimson Right is a no, because you only can activate as a bonus action once. So the second attack does not have the Crimson Right, because you would need another bonus action to activate it.
But it says the right's effect lasts until you finish a short or long rest.
As a bonus action, you can activate the right while holding a weapon. The weapon can only hold one active right at a time.
And I'm not changing that.
Okay. Oh, if it's the same crossbow,
Yeah, the same one.
Sorry.
Then yes,
I'll
it
never
would.
forgive you.
Okay.
I wanted
And
pretzels.
then
leave
with
me
that
alone.
one, it's a 5.
More cold damage. The second bolt pierces him, and you see the icicles begin to form up on the other side where the bolt hits him. End of your turn.
Yeah.
Up next, it's going to be Blue, which is the name I give him because he hasn't given you his name yet. As he then flexes as best as he could, and you see the ice shards break and snap off both. And as he begins to grow, it is no longer an idea of who this individual is. As you see his form grow larger, and you see wings jettison out the back, tearing off his leather armor. And you see morphing out into their draconic form this young adult dragon. As he looks to you all and simply declares,
I will sunder everything you have.
As the stun wears off, you see that his lightning charges are beginning to grow. Up next, you see as the white dragon.
Oh, he takes 1d8. Wait, no, he doesn't attack. That's right.
Yeah.
Only when he attacks.
Oh,
Oh, the music.
Music.
By the way.
oh!
I have to go back to the thing. I'm doing too many things. Yeah.
Oh God! Oh, the music!
I'm a
Ah!
mess. As you see the white dragon turns to him. How could you do this? I thought we didn't agree with their plans.
You were a fool to believe we would ever align with these mortals. They will come. They will free us. We will be in charge.
As you see the white dragonborn begin to snarl and her form begins to shift, as you see she begins to grow. Before, as a free action, you see Sifithar hold his hand out. No! We have to do this right! Before the form change stops, and all that magic buildup just goes to her breath as she shoots out a beam of ice. He will use his one and only legendary action to succeed. As I need dice for this. That'll that'll be 35 points of cold damage halved to 17? Yes.
Yes. Rounded down, right?
Yeah, round it down.
Yes.
As the
Bless you.
Oh,
Don't do
thank you.
that.
Sorry.
as the cold breath weapon hits this young blue dragon, you see it does a lot of coding, even though he wears off most of it as electrical sparks begin to grow. As you see, he's about to use his breath weapon, and you all think it's going to be devastating if he gets it off. Up next is going to be Eleonora. Eleonari. Nara! Jeez.
Nara.
Nara. Okay. Am I close to him?
You are within running sprinting distance to get up to him, yes. This wasn't a big warehouse, and he's now a young adult dragon, so he's decently large.
Okay.
And if you
Probably
maneuver in a flanking position from Sifithar and the others, you will have advantage on your strikes against him.
I didn't really choose a lot of things to fight.
Yeah, that is true, because it's an RP, so there are many different ways you can get out of here. Fighting isn't one of them, but right now at the sudden reveal, this guy tried to get a drop on you, and these individuals are fighting. You could just hit him with your flail, or try and see if you can boost others. You do see, though, the white dragon is injured. The white dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's a bonus action. Okay. I'm gonna go up. Hopefully we get a rest after this. I'm gonna go up and cast Cure Wounds on the white dragon.
Nice.
So that's 2d8 plus 3. Do you roll that or do I roll that?
You roll that.
Don't do
D8.
that. Stop that.
Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
You roll that.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. So 15.
15 points of healing. You watch as the scars on her side and the bruises that she had are fading and nearly disappear as you almost got her up to full.
Wait, is that the one that I hit?
No, not the white dragon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause I was trying to attack the one that was hurting. Sit it there. Okay.
And then I am going to cast Shield of Faith on the white dragon as a bonus action.
As your
Wait. I think you can only cast one spell per turn.
That is right. Yes, we went over this before.
Oh.
Not we as me and you, but us as spellcasters.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the thing that because it gives you the bonus action option, and then your action is another spell, but you only can cast one spell per turn. It's the whole thing.
I mean, just as a DM, he can decide if he can do that or not. I mean, it's up to him.
You gotta keep it somewhat balanced.
Okay, that's it.
You want to use your flail as an attack action, or just stand by?
Well, I cured wounds on her. That was an action.
That was a spell. Oh, Cure Wounds is an action. Okay. Okay, yeah. Alright, as you Cure Wounds, the White Dragonborn, you get in position and hold off. Brahm, you are up.
Wait,
Yes.
I want to position myself to where I can hold my shield up kind of in front of,
The White Dragonborn?
like, no, because I feel like she's fairly strong. Just in front of the group that like where Brahm is and stuff. Not necessarily blocking him, but just enough to where like
Defending the other scholars in the background.
yeah.
All right, nice. As you gain defensive position, raising your shields, being a wall to protect them. Brahm, you're up.
Brom. Do we have a means of escape? I ask Sifithar.
We do.
Great. I'm gonna cast slow on the dragon.
Is that a saving throw?
He's a yes, DC 16. Wisdom.
Has to get a 12 or lower. That is a 9. As the dragon suddenly slows down as your arcane magic holds it in place and using less of its actions, you almost see as the electrical arcane arcs that are leading to its breath, like the lightning itself, slows down as it is charging up.
Yep. Let's get a move on then. And he cannot take reactions, has a minus to AC and Dex saves, but the big thing is reactions.
Very nice. You go and join the other scholars to get a group together?
Hmm?
Do you run toward the other scholars so you're all in one big group for whatever Sifithar has to teleport you all out?
Yes.
As you go and join them and get ready at the end of your turn, top of the round, Sifithar looks to the rest of you. We're leaving. Let's go. And he turns over and runs towards the group all huddled together. As he gets there, you see as he takes out a scroll and he begins to read of it, using his action to activate it, but holding it for when everyone gets here. Susie, you're up next with Yen on deck.
I'm going to action dash, being that I'm standing right next to him and he's not able to take an attack of opportunity on me.
Yep.
I'm going to action dash away from the blue dragon.
As you dash away from him, as the slowed movements of this creature keeps him from using a reaction, you get to the group of scholars and huddled in that circle. And you are ready for Sifithar to activate whatever magic scroll he's reading off. Yen, you are up.
How far am I from them?
Yeah, this is not that big of a warehouse. 30 feet will get you to the group.
30? But, like, how... Like, I want to know the exact distance of how far I'm...
Being on the other side of this dragon, I would put you at the exact distance of 40 feet.
40 feet?
Yes.
Can I now cast Aether Walk and make my way over to them?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do Aether Walk and I'm gonna make my way over to them. But I will not be standing in anyone by the time I get out of Aether Walk, so I don't take all that damage.
Yeah, you won't take any damage as you Aether Walk to the group. Well, the dragon does not have any reactions to swipe at you if that's why you're Aether Walking.
No, it will get me there a lot faster than just regular walking.
Okay. As you Aether Walk to the group, I will let you know. You would know this with your knowledge. If you were in the ethereal plane, because you're temporarily within planes, if you don't drop the Aether Walk by the time you arrive to the group, you will not teleport with the group when the spell goes off.
No, I'll be dropping it by the time I get to the group.
Got it. At the end of your turn, the blue dragon is up, and the blue dragon looks over to you and the group of scholars behind. Now, as its lightning breath charges, it gets only one action because of the slow spell, I believe.
That's right. Yep.
And you see as its jaw begins to open up, and you see that arc lightning begin to glow, as you see all the other scholars are beginning to be terrified of what could happen. Now, Elunara,
Yes.
You specifically positioned yourself in front of them as a shield. So I'll let you decide.
I go.
Do you take the full brunt of the blow protecting them, but possibly taking full damage? Or do you let the cone go past and hit everyone equally?
I'll take it.
I need you to make a dexterity. No, because you're taking it. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution. Saving throw. I get a +3 on saves, so does that include that too?
Yes.
So it says like my
Can
Constitution +4 and then +3 on saves bonus.
You will get that +3 on saves, yes. And it seems like Umbro wants to give, and Nate wants to give you 2 +1s to your saves as well. But we're waiting.
Don't take those skill checks, Sass, because I have an idea.
Well, hold on. I got 4
know.
+4 is 8, or 14 +4 is 18 +3 is 21. I got a 21.
What were you trying to assist with, Susie?
Susan.
Stop, I combined 2 names of Yen and Susie and it became Susan.
Oh my. Okay.
If she succeeds and Susie feels like she's not in danger, then she's not going to do what
you
she
won't
wants to do.
know until after the hit happens. So you're either going to have to choose to do it now or see and hope that that 21 is enough to save against the young adult dragon.
Okay. I am going to... Okay, what I'm going to do then is I am going to throw myself beside Elenara and take the Constitution... Is it a Constitution saving throw?
It's a con save, yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna throw myself beside Elenara and split the damage. If that's a thing. If that's how you would do this.
Normally it's not, but I'm letting this go because it sounds cool. As you jump and slither right next to Elenara to help also brace the tank of the damage, she has her shield up, and you just clatter those new bracers together that your father gave you. I need you to also make a Constitution save.
24.
Very nice.
Hold on, I have advantage. Hold on.
Yep.
No, that was better. 24.
They will not.
I restore balance and give her normal.
They will not be needing the skill check, so I already reimbursed the 2 that used it. But as the 2 of you brace for impact, you would be taking 38 points of lightning damage. Instead, trying to math here, you get 16 points of lightning damage. 17. Thank you. Math. You both take 17 points of lightning damage as the arc to lightning wave goes and just smashes into the 2 of you as the scholars and everyone else behind just watch as the wave of arcane lightning gives a perfect divoted cone, like a perfect wall is protecting them, shattering the walls behind them but keeping them safe. Hydrate? Sure. No hydrate. Thank you, Umbi. As you guys protect the scholars behind, taking the blow, and the lightning fades finally. 2 of you that got damaged. What hint are you wanting in this moment? Where do I get a Ring of 3 Wishes? You have to raid one of the treasuries of a certain kingdom. You do not know which.
No! Okay, sorry.
Stop trying to get a Ring of Wishes.
He wants it so bad. It's at this point, that's the end of their turn. The White Dragonborn, on their turn, runs and lines up with the other scholars. Brahm is already there. Ilunara is already there. As everyone collides, Yen, you drop your ethereal form as Sifithar then casts planar shift. The scroll burns and a bright light forms all around your entire group.
As we're disappearing, I stick my tongue out at the dragon.
Nice. Search your dominance.
Yen just flips him off.
As you all are engulfed in the lights, that light fades. What's your question?
It's in the DMs.
Oh. I don't know what that is, so I'd have to look it up to be able to answer you properly.
I am copy pasting. Oops. Ah. Oh. Oh, good God.
As the light begins to form, you simply hear the slowed call out of the blue dragon fade away as he calls out,
He will make you all fall.
and
What a
when
horrible young man he was.
the lights returns, unfortunately not, because it's heal yourself. As the light returns to your group, you see as you are surrounded by foliage, life, and a massive surrounding of statues. The first statue you see is that of a massive bear humanoid beast folk. You see that's of a what first could have been depicted as an elven, but with the wings on the back you realize is a fairy statue. You see a full wolven, blank, almost werewolven form statue. And a almost deer antler humanoid like statue, all in the center of this almost woodland temple.
Do I recognize where we are?
Go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh, that's my least studied subject. I'm gonna roll a 6.
As you try and grasp where you are unable to get a knowledge of where in the woods you could be. Feel free at this point to also make a nature check. For at the center of all these statues, there is one divoted bowl. And
What, all of us?
any who wishes, and a statue that is above all the others at the far end.
Did you say nature?
It would be a nature, yes. Or, you know what, nature or religion.
I have a +0 on both.
I'm also
I have
poorly studied
advantage
in
for
religion.
both.
I'm gonna take my 9.
I have a 15 plus 3 for nature.
Ugh. I got a 6.
Who's that for on B?
Isn't the skill check the one
I'll
that if
take
we
it.
take too many, it like makes us exhausted?
If you take
Yes.
more than 3, yes.
Exhausted.
It makes me pass, I'll take it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn my 6 into a 7.
I said it first. Back off, Brom.
I said it first. You
Why
weren't
don't we give
listening.
it to the person who rolled higher?
They will be
5'6" me looks down at Brom and stands up a little bit straighter. And what you gonna do about it, buddy?
Roll again. I'm casting silvery barbs. Nah, I'm joking.
Fight. For now, it's easier if someone got a high enough roll to just go off the information they can give everyone else. So one more time.
Okay, well,
who got
18.
what and for which check?
I got
18
a
for
9.
nature.
18 for nature, 9 for...
Either or. I got a +0 on both. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I'll go religion.
Okay.
Let's see how religious I am.
Lunara?
Oh my god, it's this
Shoot.
place again.
I got a 6. I
We
didn't- I
loved
didn't-
this place.
This is
And
the place where
Brom
you
got
got
a 7.
sick at.
Oh my god, I was
Oh, I
I
got a
was
6.
dying.
Well, no, you're gonna let me take the +1. I'll take that +7. I'll take that 7.
Okay.
Don't
I
let me
got the
correct you.
memories.
Well,
I got the flooding back.
as you guys...
Leah's in the future somewhere going, I hate this place. Get me the fuck out of here.
As you all are surrounded by an array of colorations, it is one of you who finds this place not just familiar, but home. As Yen, you realize you are at the centered ceremonial offerings for the god of the Fey realm, goddess. A place where
Yen's going to
each leader comes together to give an offering from their own individual tribes.
Yen's looking around and he's like, oh, thank god, I'm home.
Home?
He, as the other scholars look around and take this in,
Susie's
None
gonna
you
kind
guys
of
been
check
there.
out
Welcome
Yen a
to the
little
Fey
bit.
world.
Kind of like circling around him really fast. I'm sorry, but you don't look like those creepy little things with the wings on the back.
Which creepy little things you're talking
Oh
about?
my god, those fairy things. Oh my god, they give me the heebie-jeebies.
The fairies?
you see
Oh my God,
Sifithar
yes!
look over his shoulder, and you see the scholars all
not-
turn towards you. And Sifithar's like, "Do you mean the pixies? Because pixies and fairies are different."
It doesn't matter. They're both the same. They
Completely
fly,
different.
and they're tiny and they're feisty. Oh my god,
You're
are they?
thinking
They're
of the
feistier than
pixies
me.
then.
Well,
You're thinking of the pixies
Ugh.
then.
She says as she like shakes her hands. She like you could tell that she's obviously very comfortable and very terrified of them, and like just like, oh, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. I'm glad you don't look like them. And
you
then she
see-
just like goes and like slithers away.
as you do this and slither, you also see as out of the 3 things you said that they're small, they fly, and they're feisty. You see, as Sifithar was about to interject to the first 2, but hearing the last one goes, "Huh? Yeah." This is where we're supposed to be meeting our partners. You said you were home? Looking to you, Yen.
Yen's going to suspiciously look back at him, still unworthy of being able to trust him right now. Yeah, so.
I didn't know you were of the Fey realm.
Yep.
Well, this is where we're going to be meeting our contacts. Individuals that are going to help us figure what's going on with the Draconic Kingdom. When they arrive, I understand a few of you might be shocked, but just try and keep your composure. We'll try and see if information can be shared with each other to see if we can come to a solution.
What do you mean we're going to be shocked? Who are we meeting?
Oh, we're going to be meeting a lot of royal people. Or in my personal taste, a lot of royal pains. A lot of royalty.
Am
Get
I
comfortable,
hired
we're
by
going to be here a
them?
while.
Josh above board.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, what was your question?
Am I hired by the royals?
You are hired by one particular royal, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Question, Sivithar. Not that I have, ever met anybody royal before. I mean, I've seen them, like, from a distance, right? But, like, am I dressed accordingly? Or, like, should I clean up a little bit?
With that, my character will say, no, you're not. You're not.
It's not that big of a deal. Y'all helped with the prison escape. It's not about presentation.
My daddy just always told me that you should always make a good impression. I'm just saying.
Just do your best not to
I think you made a fine impression.
They don't fly, do they?
A few of them do.
Damn it. She says as she, kind of just, slithers a little further away.
Don't wander too far off, though. This goddess here loves to play tricks on new inhabitants.
Very much so. She had fun with me when I first came here.
She says as her head kind of, spins around.
You hear the winds whistle through the treetops, and as it goes past, you can't help but hear, almost as if the wind itself is doing childish giggles going past.
Nope.
Just stay within the temple, you'll be fine.
I have a question.
Yep.
Do we have healing? Do we still have healing potions?
You do have healing potions, but it is here where you're able to take a short rest if you need it.
Okay, I'd like to
How many healing potions do we get?
You have one healing potion each to share amongst you, besides the ones that have already been passed out prior.
Oh, so we only have one.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. Huh?
Each of you
Passed
only
out prior?
has one healing potion.
No.
Oh, I thought you said we in total.
No,
out of every
no.
single
Each of you
person
has
here, only one.
No, each of you have one individual healing potions to each of you.
Okay.
Okay. Ow, Limby. Sorry. No, that's not what I was hiding. Okay, so it says short rest, wait, explains what it is. It says recover, reset maximum HP during this rest. I could check that. Or the one that's checked is automatically apply healing with dice result. It says paladin, hit die 1d10 plus 1.
So you can check off those squares because it should be for each level. So there's 8 boxes. For each box you check off, you can roll to your hit dice to get that amount of hit points back currently.
I'm going to use D&D Beyond because I do not have 8d10, and that's going to be a lot of re-rolling. So.
Well, you don't have to use all 8. You can use just 2 or 3. It's up to you if you want to use all of them or not. You do not get those hit boxes back until after you take a long rest.
Oh. I'm about 20 away. Less than. So let's just take 2.
While she's doing that, I'm going to use
Oh,
a
I
Warrior
have
of the
that.
Gods.
Mm-hmm.
War of the Gods.
Warrior of the Gods. It allows
Oh.
me to expend a dice roll to regain HP.
Yep.
I have 5 of them.
Oh yeah.
How do
I don't get any. I don't
oh,
get them back until a long rest, but I'm going to use one of them, which is an 11. So I'm going to regain 11 HP.
Copy that.
Okay. I got 14 back.
And then a short rest, which is just a. Is it? I don't remember what we roll for that though.
It is your hit
We haven't-
dice. However many hit dice you spend, you should have up to 8 if you just only took 8 levels of barbarian. So you should have 8 d12 to your pool. So you can use any amount of numbers of those d12s to roll for your hit max to get and as many hit points as you want.
I don't understand.
Um,
Hold on.
so you can choose
Where do I look?
in short
Fixed
rests. If you click on short rests, it'll give you a prompt page.
Short rest. Short rest. Oh, short rest. Oh, good God. 1d12 plus 3.
And you should have 8 boxes available to check off.
Oh, I'm good. I got a 6 plus 3, so that gives me 9.
Alright.
Well, I rolled it automatically though. Like I rolled it myself. Can I just tick off the box, hit short rest, and then I add it by
That's
rolling?
what it does. Yeah, that's what it does.
Oh, okay.
does it for you.
And then I just add my 9 heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got that right.
Okay.
Alright. As you guys are here, the scholars taking in the surrounding forests, amused and fascinating. It is at this point, through the winds that is around you, you simply hear the gentle call of a softened voice, echoing as if inviting almost. They approach.
Oh, no.
You all turn towards the forest as you hear bushes and trees almost shifting aside, like if they were alive. Stepping through, the first individual you see, a massive tree folk-like individual, roughly around 7 foot, the tip brim of his hair like luscious vines off a tree, shoulders branching outward, a brimmed, almost elegant looking type of woodwork carved into the shape of a man, mended and folied in between itself. As this individual stands aside the antlered like statue, you see 2 small individuals stand beside them, beast folk. One of that of a deer beast folk, and the other that's of almost a feline lynx. Coming from the opposite end, hearing the waters break away softly and brimming from the shoreline, stepping forward. Trident in hand, a golden crown of 3-pronged horns upward. You see blonde flowing hair, green solidified fish-scaled armor. As a siren emerges and as it steps on land, you watch as her long fin turns into humanoid legs as she begins to step up these steps and stands next to another statue. You hear the snapping of branches, the breaking of foliage, as not violently but roughly tearing through the woods. You see a humanoid-sized weasel, but there's something different between him and the beast folk standing next to Treant. These individuals, the fangs and claws are more wild, and you see standing next to them one blackened fur, werewolf-like individual, along with this grayed furred warrior-esque torn clothing, pants, no shirt, but with bandages wrapped around their hands abruptly. Group of werewolf-like individuals standing next a weasel-like werewolf, standing close to 5'8" to 5'9". The werewolf's taller than them, but you see she is adorned in a sash of fabric that symbolizes, and only guess, a more higher status than the two that accompany her. As she stands next to another statue. And to the last statue with the floating winged individual, you hear the flutters of butterfly wings before standing before the group, hovering in the air. 3-foot size, according to the canon of this world, fairied individuals. You see, as I open my screen, you see this beautifully dressed queen, crown on her head, the wings on her back flowing in rainbow-esque colors, brimming with lights and authority. Next to her, a male individual, fairy form, no real royal robish, but more of a warrior-like outfits, guard, so to speak. And accompanying to her immediate right, you see the same blonde silver hair, smaller in size, and wings of a almost cosmic swirling black and star lights intermix, wings hovering next to her, also in a adorned princess-like dress. As you see Sifithar stand to his feet, look over, addressing the fairies first, and goes, Queen Shula, Princess Satarina. It's nice to see the two of you again.
Oh my god.
It is nice to see you. But I believe here you are free to use your real form, young one. As the human scratches the back of his head. Yeah, I kind of figured that wouldn't work. Well, dear old dad is busy dealing with other things, so this was the next best thing I can come up with. And, borrowing his name is a little bit of his punishment. Before you see the form of this human shifts as platinum scales begin to reveal themselves. As a very teenaged dragonborn of platinum scales,
It's
blue eyes revealed, as a very young Theoden Platinum reveals himself.
Timothy's out there.
He's not born yet, unfortunately.
No, in another, just like how Sass or Rachel said,
in the worlds beyond.
In another
another time.
Timothy is squealing. Oh,
You all watch as this human turns into a young platinum dragonborn. Arms wrapped in this fight-like outfit costume. You can see that his form is somewhat lean, but the muscular tone is solid. The fact that he was wearing armor before, but discarded them, only proves that he is not one skilled with weaponry, but with his hands. As he looks towards the rest of your group, introducing the royals of each kingdom. You have Queen Shula of the Fairy Kingdom. See as the queen gives a head nod to your group. Looking over
Jen
to...
will bow.
As you
It's my
bow
mom.
to the one who gave you the assignment in the first place, she sees you and gently beckons you by her side.
Yen will walk over.
As you walk over, you see as Theoden turns to the others, pointing toward the siren. This is Ilya, Sea of the Queen. Or, Queen of the Sea. We have the Forest King, Vinny. The Beast King, Nash, pointing toward the bear. And we have the Lycan Queen, Gravinia, as the weasel nods in acknowledgement. We have come together to discuss information needed of a possible threat approaching. We would like the voice of the gods to present itself. You watch as magic begins to grow and fill the area, as the armor of Lunara glows, as the skies shine down, as you see this massive seraphim-like eye, multiple wings spread outward, and you see these runes of metallic circle around it, each having multiple eyes engulfing it as it descends massively before this form shifts once more, and you see it takes a more humanoid form. As it finally gets to a low enough hover off the ground, this creature standing at 8 to 9 feet, looking down at all of you as Theoden looks over. Who is speaking for the Celestials? You can call me Dizeraphil.
My Seraphil.
Who's that one again?
That's the one that brought Leah's parents back.
Oh, yes.
You watch as these group of individuals standing around this cathedral. Scholars are just dumbfounded. They are eyes gaped open. Some of them are taking notes on each individual's, writing names and descriptions. Oh, what the dead city in this creature. Yeah, fair. And it is here in this moment that you all have never felt more safe. That's extra energy that pushes into you did vanish that the mortal realm gives, but still the present here is light. As you all circled around, you watch as Theoden turns toward Queen Shula. We have urgent things to discuss. As you all have suspected, the mana rise in the mortal realm is not random, and it does bring the unknown danger. As Theoden looks to you all, these scholars here, have discovered something that you all need to hear. As Theo lifts his hand, points it towards you, Brahm.
He clears his throat and kind of steps towards the center. So recently, we've taken notice the arcane nexus has been growing over the past few years. I'm not sure if any of you here were aware or not, but looking further into it,
You see as the weasel-like lycanthrope looks to you. It has taken our notice to the point where we have sent individuals to try and figure things out. Though if we send too many, it might lead to danger to our realm. So we decided to take different approaches. As she looks over towards Queen Oleander, you watch as the Fairy Queen looks down towards Yen.
Yen will look back.
We have sent our spy to go and see and figure out if this was a normal circumstance or if there was a cause behind this. Before that information is revealed, we would like to know what the scholars have found.
Well, our investigations led us to the Draconic Kingdom, whereupon which us bringing this to the attention of the ones in charge there imprisoned us. And likely the cause of it is some individuals performing some sort of ritual, trying to bring some sort of a dark entity from somewhere. We aren't exactly sure.
You see as the treant individual looks to you.
They're summoning a dark entity. Do you know of anything, thy Zeraphil?
We have taken no such notice. The increase in magic makes it hard for the Celestials to pinpoint any dark absurdities. You watch as Queen Oleander speaks up. If they're bringing back some dark entity using the new magic that has leaked through, we need to know if the magic itself is the cause or is simply just an effect. You watch as the siren speaks up. It is more than just that. We need to also know if this dark entity that they are summoning is powerful enough to destroy or even bring harm to the Fey realm. Or if the
That's
dragons are
when
foolish enough.
Yen will interrupt her.
What
The
did you say?
Dragonborn are weakening the dimensional barrier to bring back the one and only. And with that, Yen will lean into Queen Oleander and whisper Tiamat.
A fear.
Then he'll also whisper, before anything else, I was betrayed by one of our own kind, so be careful.
As you whisper this into her ear, the first shocking notion of the name presented puts a fear in the Queen's eyes that she has never presented to anyone ever. As you watch all the other leaders take this as a great heated warning. as they each interject in their own way, somewhat calmly, but still panicked. What is it? What did he say? What's expected? What's going on? But as she looks to you on hearing that one of your own has betrayed, that fear cautions her. As she looks to the group. Before we move any further, I think it needs to be shown and known that there is a traitor. You watch as all of them tense up immediately, not drawing weapons, but the standoffish of taking her words to heart. Before looking towards each other leader, you see the lycanthrope group is giving low growls, not of threatening, but of defensiveness, much like an animal getting ready to defend if need be. You watch as the treants, individuals and the beast folk are in a somewhat defensive position, looking left and right, figuring out who they can read. The siren who came alone simply just looks upon the group and states, If we need to find one who lies, we speak only truth upon the siren's eyes. As you see a magic arcane glow form around the siren, covering this entire area. Everyone in this area cannot tell a lie. If they are speaking in normal, you can. However, no lie could be said in this area.
You just mean like we just can't tell lies?
You cannot tell lies as a enhanced and more powerful voice of the siren shoots out, giving an effect of a zone of truth in this area. And as this echoes go out, you see as the siren speaks up, I have not dared betrayed this pact we made. You see as Queen Oleander, knowing what's going on, speaks up. I have not betrayed the pact we have made. Looks over to her sister. As you see the princess speak up. I have not betrayed the pact that we have made. As they look over to the weasel. As she speaks up. I have not betrayed the pact we have made. The treant speaks up. I have not betrayed the pact we have made.
Oh. My bad.
As the angel speaks. The gods have no intent of betraying the pact we have made. As each individual looks towards each other, and knowing that no lie could be said, you see as they then look towards the people they brought with them, their companions. As the treant looks towards the two beast folk.
Speak. Speak. Have you done something against I will?
You watch as the deer folk steps forward. I have not betrayed the pact we have made. You see as he looks over to the cats as the lynx speaks up. I dare not betray the pact we have made. You watch as the queen, as they all look towards the knights next to the queen. Speak. What is it you wish for me to say, Your Highness? I need to know if you have betrayed our kingdom. You see as the knight opens his mouth. I can assure you, my queen, I have not betrayed anyone important to me.
Can I make an insight on that one?
Make an insight.
That was weird. Anybody else think that was
Yes.
weird?
I'm gonna roll insight as well.
Feel
I
free.
have a 27.
Where's my dice? My dice. I'm gonna roll
I'm gonna roll a
insight.
19 for that.
19, okay.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
I don't have my d20.
18.
I heard a dirty 20 and a what?
18.
18.
Hold on. Insight?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Nice. You all hear what he just said, and as he says it, it's... The thought comes across all of your minds. The way he worded it is that he did not betray those he cares for. So the question is, does he care for the Fairy Kingdom or the Fey Realm?
I'm gonna speak up. Do you mind repeating yourself? But, everyone was so uniform. You really threw it off. Can we just hear you, for my own sake, hear you repeat what everyone else has repeated so far?
And who are you, old man? You see the queen turn immediately and snap at that. You will answer him. We need no doubts amongst our group. Your Highness, I find this annoying that you doubt me after all the years I have worked for your family.
I would like to keep making insight checks on this man.
Now, I would like to look around as well. See anyone else who looks a little more agitated.
I would like you, if you're looking at other people, we're gonna keep the insight checks that were before. So I had the
7.
27. You had the 18, Brom?
19.
19.
I had the 18.
You had the 18. As you were all looking and watching this unfold, it gets worrisome. They are all focusing on this one knight that the queen brought with her, a trusted guardian. But at the same time, your group, now that everyone's distracted, is noticing both werewolf companions to the weasel are very stealthily backing away.
Yen will call them out. What are you guys doing? Where are you going? Why are you
As
moving?
you say this,
Hold on. I just want to say real quick. I want to be within 10 feet of the queen, please.
as you shuffle to make sure you are 10 feet within, are you going within 10 feet of Queen Oleander?
Yes.
As you move and shift her way, and Yen calls out to the two werewolves that are backing up. It is a quick and violent motion.
I have a reaction.
You are near the queen, which is on the
Okay,
opposite side of where the lycanthrope queen is at.
Okay, I just want to say, if anything goes towards the queen, I have a reaction that I'm using.
Toward Queen Oleander, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And as Yen, you called out the two, in very slow, not quick reaction, taken by surprise, as the Lycan Queen Griviana tries to turn her head towards her two compatriots before blades and claws strike her down. The reaction is slow in your minds as everyone reacts. You watch as the Azeraphil begins to slowly brighten up in a defensive position. You watch as Vinny holds out his hand, and you can almost begin to see tears flow as the cry goes out. You watch as his two compatriots, the Lynx and Deerfolk, draw their weapons and rush to try and aid the Lycan Queen, or at least strike down those that struck her. And in that moment of distractions, you see as the siren tries to raise her staff to cast a magic that those of you with high arcana can sense that it is a protective spell. But those of you next to Queen Oleander, on the ready, are able to react as you hear a blade being drawn from a sheath, as you see the knights try and draw the blade and strike towards the queen.
I have Aura of the Guardian, and when a creature within 10 feet of me takes damage, I can take that damage instead. So I'm just full brunting the damage she was just supposed to take.
As you step in front of the blade to take it, with your new armor and your defensive capabilities, 17, which could have hit the queen in her normal attire, does not hit your full armor as you step in front and block the blade. The sparks of its sword clattering against your shield, as Yen, you are able to take this opportunity to strike towards the now known traitor of the Fairy Kingdom, as the other two beast folks are getting ready to attack the lycanthropes that have slaughtered their queen.
Okay. I will take my Warhammer, and this time I will bash the fucking guy's knee in.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Oh, hell fucking yeah. Jaws, that's a nat fucking 20, baby.
That's going to be max damage plus your damage dice roll to this traitor. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay, so max damage, that's the 8 plus 1. No, actually, I will do the pushing one. Oh, ignore that. No, actually, I will take that. So the 10 plus 1 with another 10 plus 1.
Okay. Yeah, because it's versatile. You're using both hands. So
Yep.
that is 22 points of damage as you smash into the knee of this soldier, and as it cracks into the knee, you watch as the helmet, as he jerks his head, the helmet slips off, and it is not a head of a fairy. As you see that there is a pixie amongst you.
No.
I hate those things.
As it tries to recover from the strike that you've given it.
And with that, I can attack again, and I'm gonna attack it again.
Alright. While that's happening, Susie and Brahm, there are still two other threats of the werewolf. Do you guys do anything to assist the beast folk that are trying to get rid of him?
14 plus 4, by the way, on that
I'm
one.
going
That'll
to
hit.
instant rage.
Then that's going to be another. That's going to be another 11, Josh, man.
As you smash in with the last hits, you watch as the pixie coughs up blood, smashes into the ground, the armor clatters away, and it is currently incapacitated and no longer in combat. As Susie, you rush towards one of the werewolves
Well, hold on. Before she gets close,
Yep.
I ignite with an arcane uh, energy, and equations made of arcane writing flutter around me as I activate innate sorcery and cast confusion on the two werewolves. No, wait. Yeah, confusion. Is that a... Yeah, it's a 10-foot circle. So yeah,
You get the both of them in this confusion ray. Is it a saving throw?
it is a wisdom saving throw of 17.
You watch as the werewolf, blackened fur one, saves with a 21, but you watch as its other companion grips its head and just getting confused in the turmoil of all the screaming and chaos and your magic.
Yeah. He just doesn't move. His behavior.
So the woven werewolf is free. The other lycanthrope that slaughtered is free to attack unless you wish to go after the werewolf one, Susie.
I'm going to bonus action rage first.
As you rage, you watch as the rattled snake-like entity just rises as you hiss with your anger. Weapons are drawn.
And I start pushing towards them, daggers drawn. I'm going to.
There's one who is confused, one who is not.
I'm
The one
going
that's
to be
not.
aiming for the one that's not because he's going to be taking radiant damage.
Okay.
It's going to be a 1d6 plus 4 for divine fury. That's a nat 20 that I just hit plus 7.
Ooh.
With a nat 20, that'll be max damage, plus your damage dice on top of that.
My damage dice is a d4 plus 4.
D4 plus 4 plus your radiant, because it's all maxed out.
Right, so that's 8. And then, what was that? Divine Fury is a d6.
So it is
6. I maxed everything,
so
So that's 10, and then that was 4, 8, 18 damage. 10 of that was radiant. The 8 was regular damage.
with 18 points of damage, striking at the blackened furred werewolf. You stab into the creature, shredding its fur and flesh apart. As it's cut and drops to its knee, you slice it in a way where it is unable to run. And as you take your action to do that, you have 2 attacks.
I do have 2 attacks, so I'm going to strike him again. Wait, you said he's trying to run right now?
Well, they struck down their queen, and during this
Mhm.
motion of their action doing that, the 2 beast folks, the lynx and the deer, are now getting ready to rush and take them out, as it seems as Vinny is trying to rush towards the fallen queen's aid, while one of the companions, the boar-like were creature, is stunned through the confusion. The werewolf one was not stunned and was going to get ready to try and get out. But you have cut their legs to the point where they cannot.
I'm going to I'm going to take my second attack to I mean, he can't run. So, I'm going to make sure he can't crawl. So, I'm going to take my spear and attempt to pin his ass to the ground. It's going to be, what is that? 14 and 7 is 23 to hit. Wait, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Sorry, 21. 21 does that hit?
21 will hit.
Okay. D6 plus 4. pierce. Wait, what does this mean? Hold on. Wait, I have two things, but one is in parentheses. What does the one that's like lighter and in parentheses mean? Does that mean after a level up? At a certain point, I get that one?
What does it say?
Oh, I clicked it. Sorry, my bad. So it says 1d6 plus 4, but then like in a lighter color underneath, it says 1d8 plus 4. What does that mean?
That is versatile, so if you two-hand weapon it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
but if I two-hand weapon it, then that's 2 action?
Well, you have an action that makes you do 2 attacks.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing I got in a level up. That was my extra attack.
Yeah.
So if I threw 1 dagger, so now I have both hands.
Yeah, so you can roll for the higher damage instead.
D8.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. Hold on. 6, 12. Piercing.
You stab into this werewolf, and you watch as he just crumples beneath you, barely conscious, but you see in his eyes he knows he cannot get away. That is you. Lunara protected the queen. Yen smashed down the pixie. Brahm confused the other boar. You watch as the 2 beastkin.
My thing was a reaction. Do I not also get
You have an action if you wish to do something.
All right, I do. Wait, which one did... The one that hit me is the one that Pi hit the knees of, right?
Yeah, and the pixie is
Knees,
currently
yeah.
on the ground. It was a pixie that did it.
So the pixie is on the ground now?
Yep.
They're also,
Still
I believe,
conscious.
unconscious.
They're still conscious, but they
Conscious?
have
Okay.
no... Their legs are broken. Their wings are like smashed up, but they're getting hit to the ground. They have no fight in them.
End his bloodline here.
No fight?
There's no fight in them.
He's unconscious.
And they're a tiny little pixie?
Yes.
Can I... I don't suppose... Can I take the bag, the blanket from my bag and swaddle him like a baby and just hold him tightly?
As you
The pixie?
Yeah.
use it as like a makeshift straitjacket to
Yeah.
tie up the pixie.
I'm 6'4" and he's little, so I feel
He's
like
little. Yeah, unlike noble fairies that in this world is canonically at minimum 3 feet. The pixies are actually small pixies, so they're about the size of like a small toy.
Like
Yeah.
Tinkerbell.
Yes. What normal non-royal pixie or fairies are like. The pixies, you can tell the difference.
if he's that small, could I just hold him in my hand?
Oh yeah, you just grab onto him and hold him.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna hold him.
All right. As you grab a hold of the pixie, keeping him in arms, the 2 beast folks tackle down the boar and immediately start restraining them. You watch as Vinny, this treant, runs across, picks up the lifeless body of the werewolf queen as reddened sap begins to fall off of him. You watch as the siren slams the staff to the ground, giving an area of protection, but it is too late. As things are back under a controlled state, as the threats, the 3 of them, are apprehended. Vinny just holding on to the lifeless body of the lycanthrope queen. As Queen Oleander sees this, looks towards the pixie barely moving in and out of consciousness. Unfortunately, it was a straight kill, and it's kind of canon, unfortunately. The queen angrily looks towards the pixies. You have served our kingdom for years. Why? See it barely in another consciousness, this male pixie. That's all we've done. Served. Never a chance to rule on our own. But they promised we have our rulership. When you all fall. As the Queen Oleander then looks over to the lycanthrope, the werewolf that is not confused but can't move. And what of you and your clan? How could you strike down your queen?
Nothing personal. Just business.
You watch as Vinny turns to that, thrusts his hand forward, and like the hand of 5 fingers turns into 5 massive javelin-like spears, piercing through the werewolf body. 2 in the guts, 2 in the chest, 1 through the head. Before it retracts out. And the werewolf falls. The queen looks back towards the pixie. For your foolishness today, we will sentence you and all your conspirators to be the very cursed plague that you tried to fall upon our kingdom. Sister, you watch as the cosmic blackened wings floats up to you, Eleonora, and you see as Princess Saturina simply looks down. Her almost pinkish eyes, beautiful as they are, immediately disappear as the centered black takes over all of them. As she holds out her hands, and you witness the curse that befalls upon the Pixie clan as their face distorts, becomes wicked and vile. And as that curse forever be seen throughout history, you watch as Queen Oleander then looks across towards the boar that is captured. The Lycanthrope clan slaughtered their own. Of that, they will wander without leadership until the time comes where they wish for forgiveness and turn from their ways. You watch as Princess Saturina then turns towards the boar, eyes once again blackened, and as her hand stretches out, a massive swirl of almost a thick fog wraps up around the boar and then dissipates as it is all gone. As her eyes return to normal, the environment here sour. You see as Thyzeraphil looks to you all. What threats can make these mortals, these fey beings, betray their own? As Queen Oleander looks up, the trust in a dark god once fallen. It seems that the Ancient Ones, the chromatic leaders of the Draconic Kingdom, wish to bring back Tiamat. You all watch, even from Theo, the white Draconic Dragonborn clutching her fist in frustration, but head hang low, like if she knew and didn't want to be a part of it. Looking upon the other leaders take this information in, even the Treant Vinny turning, hearing this news, and understanding the gravity of that tyrant's dark god that was casted down and sent to the Forgotten Realms. If they were to return, the mortal realm itself would be destroyed, and every realm beyond would be in danger.
Elunara is just going to speak up. That's what is prophesized, and why I've been sent on a religious journey to help aid you all in ending this. It's been foretold that if we don't stop it, the mortal world will fall.
Once the mortar realm falls, I did hear them say they were coming for the Fey world.
You see as Vinny, pushing through his angered tears, and they were going to use the pixies and the lycanthrope as a way of getting in.
Sounds like it.
There shouldn't be uncontrolled ways in.
If they had their assistance, there is a way for them to get into the Fey realm. But now that they have both been placed under a curse, they cannot freely come and go as they see fit.
Yeah.
But we still need to address the issue at hand. The Dragonkind, the Chromatics, they are willing to sacrifice their own people, innocents, to get this done. They need to be stopped.
Agreed.
You hear Theo's voice in his draconic era.
I will speak for my father as I say. The gemmed dragons and the metallic dragons do not stand by this. If you decide to help us, we will go to war against the chromatic tyrants.
We would need
Yen
everyone's
will
help.
look at Queen Oleander and will say that he would like to join.
Hearing this, you see she looks towards you, Nods to this and looks towards the rest. This needs to be a uniform effort. It would take all of us, all our resources, to be able to complete and end this war and stop them before it is too late. Though we may live longer than the mortals, all that means if they succeed is that we shall grow old and in fear. But while we are here, we can become one unison to go up against this evil, to make sure no other evil can rise against us. You see as Vinny turns. What do you wish from us, Fairy Queen? A unified front. A new promise. Here under the Fey God's light. She steps forward towards the bowl in the center of this cathedral. A new promise amongst our leaders that we will stay united no matter what comes our way, no matter how much time passes. That even if the ancient ones wish to destroy things for their greed, it will be the old ones who protect everyone. As she pulls from her pouch a golden fairy coin and drops it into the offering. You watch as the siren sees this, steps forward. Agreed. We're together. Agreed. We're together. We will save all worlds. As she throws in some gems, you see as Vinny takes the boned necklace from the queen of the lycanthrope after gently laying her down, walks up to the offering to make sure no one else has to suffer. And slices off his own hand to have the wooden hand and the bone necklace fall in. As you see the celestial being hover forward. To make sure that the dark gods stay gone forever. As you see its wings extend outward as radiance burns into this pot. Each item that these individuals put in ignites and glow as a symbol on all of them appears, one by one, of a fairy in front of a fully grown, healthy tree.
Yeah, I know that.
As a pact has been made, and a war is brewing on the winds. It is here that you heroes, you legends, partake in a very bloody, chromatic war. That is where we're going to end today's session, for today's one-shot.
Is that where season 2, campaign 2 gonna start off at? Wait, never mind. Ignore me. I'm fucking dumb.
Question. Are we
No.
going to get to know? Are you going to let us know in like a?
Our
Can we have like a
characters.
epilogue? Yeah, because
If we ever need to do a one shot again, I was planning on making a one shot of during the war, where you might use your
Okay.
characters again, if you want.
Okay.
Rob's too old for war.
I'd be
Are
down.
you joking?
He's a scholar. He can use his knowledge to help out.
He's old.
I will be down, Josh man.
It's just
Will
an
we
idea
hear
in
of our
case we have...
characters in Platinum Star City?
Yes, exactly.
You
Will
are
we be
of-
able to hear them?
You are of legends, and legend has it of a human warrior who was the first human to stand up against the dragons. As the name
so does that-
Sipithar was heard amongst civilians.
Yeah, I know. We saw his sarcophagus. Like, yeah.
So legends
But
of
like
your
our
tales,
characters.
yeah, legends of yours are probably scattered throughout the history.
Also,
I don't understand where Leah comes from. Does that mean she's part snake?
No, it's not our snake.
No, our characters that we're playing right now have nothing to do with our main characters.
They are just that of history and legend.
Unless you want it to be Rachel.
I don't know.
Oh.
Josh is writing Leah's story at this point. I only wrote tidbits.
I have written Leah's story. I have already solidified some key things already.
I don't know anything more about her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need you to do your outro because I have things that I need to discuss and I don't want to discuss on stream.
Fair enough. All right.
I can't wait to meet Brahm again.
Goodbye,
1,000 years
Jack.
He's gonna be over 2,000 years old.
Literally.
Well,
They won't let me die.
maybe he found his ring of wishes, never knew, and accidentally wished to live forever to know all the knowledge. He'll be like the Ash Ketchum, but for magic. He can't die until he collects all magic.
All Pokemon, you mean?
We'll explain it, or this one shot will be on the video on the YouTube channel. So please hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching from YouTube, or watch us live on Twitch. This is our one shot that we did based off of the actual Platinum Star City. So be here for it. It's gonna be a great time and have interesting things to develop. But in the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next episode.
Oh my god, you scared me so
Have a
bad.
good night.
Sorry.
Good night.